Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanamma. Let's begin with the top stories of the hour. Victims of discrimination in Odahi, Sidaha under threat after the arrest of rural municipality chair Shivaji Yadav on allegations of forcibly relocating the Dalit family. Government's health insurance program rendered ineffective in over 7 years since it was introduced to ensure proper access to health services for all citizens. US President Donald Trump's administration to revoke the temporary legal status of more than 500,000 migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua and Venezuela. And boxing heavyweight legend George Foreman passes away at 76. Foreman's career boasted 76 wins, including 68 knockouts, almost double that of Muhammad Ali. After the arrest of chairperson of Odahi Rural Municipality in Sidaha, Shivaji Yadav, for running a bulldozer on the house of a Dalit family under the pretext of performing religious Mahayagya, the victims say they have started receiving threats. After Yadav's arrest, his son Rukesh, along with a group, went to the house of victim Deepak Malik around 8:30 p.m. yesterday. They threatened the family to go with them to Sidaha and give a statement to the police that nothing had happened. Malik's family refused the proposal, and Malik sought refuge at the home of a relative after feeling unsafe. His wife and children stayed at home under police protection. Local police has said the security of the family is being ensured in the light of developing situation. Earlier, the police had arrested chairperson of Odahi Rural Municipality Shivaji Yadav and former ward chair Dilip Yadav. Another accused, Bajrangi Baba, is still at large. Moving on, the health insurance program launched on April 7, 2016 with the aim of providing easy access to treatment for all citizens has struggled to operate effectively. As a result, the insured have not received services they were promised, and the government has struggled to provide hospitals with their insurance payments. The report submitted by the committee formed by the government itself to improve health insurance services has not been implemented either.
A family of up to 5 members can access health services worth 1 lakh rupees annually by paying a premium of 3,500 rupees. For larger families, an additional 700 rupees per person grants access to an extra 20,000 rupees in coverage with a maximum coverage of 2 lakh rupees for a family of 10. However, accessing these promised benefits is proving to be a major hurdle. Health insurance is designed to cover a wide range of medical needs. Insured individuals are entitled to 1,135 types of medications and services from outpatient care to surgery. Hospitals often lack the capacity to provide adequate treatment, and essential medicines are frequently unavailable. Patients with insurance are being turned away or told to purchase the medications elsewhere. This has led to widespread dissatisfaction, with many choosing not to renew the insurance policies. Another critical issue is the lack of enforcement of existing laws. The Health Insurance Act of 2074 mandates that all citizens must enroll in the health insurance program. This mandate also extends to civil servants and families of migrant workers. However, the government has been hesitant to enforce these legal provisions.
हामीले भन्दाखेरि 753 मा नै हामी सेवा दिएका छौं भनेर भनेका छौं, तर 52% चाहिँ नि स्थानीय तहमा प्रथम सेवा बिन्दु वहाँ बीमित व्यक्ति गएर सेवा लिने ठाउँ नै छैन, अर्को पालिकामा अर्को ठाउँमा गएर सेवा लिनुपर्ने स्थिति छ। भने अनुसारको उपचार पाइएन भन्ने छ, उपचार लिने क्रममा लामो लाइन बस्नु पर्यो, अप्ठ्याराहरू भयो भन्ने छ। बीमित व्यक्तिलाई गर्ने व्यवहार सेवा प्रदायकले गर्ने व्यवहारमा अलिकति भिन्नता भयो भन्ने खालका गुनासाहरू पनि छन्। ती सबै कुरा चाहिँ स्वास्थ्य तथा जनसङ्ख्या मन्त्रालय, सेवा प्रदायक, स्थानीय तहहरू, प्रदेश सरकार, निजी क्षेत्र र स्वास्थ्य बीमा बोर्ड सबै मिलेर चाहिँ त्यो सेवालाई प्रभावकारी कसरी बनाउने, किन भन्दा यो कलेक्टिभ चाहिँ रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटीको कुरा हो, सामूहिक उत्तरदायित्वको विषय चाहिँ नि हो।
Then there's the problem of misuse. While the core principle of health insurance is to support those in need, there are instances of individuals seeking benefits even when they don't require them. Health facilities are also being accused of providing unnecessary services for financial gain. The government introduced co-payments in 2018 to curb misuse, a 10% co-pay in government hospitals with over 15 beds and 20% in private and community hospitals. However, this measure has not led to significant improvements. Perhaps the most pressing challenge is the issue of financial sustainability. The government allocates approximately 7.5 billion rupees annually to the health insurance program. Premiums collected amount to between 3 and 3.5 billion rupees. However, expenditures exceed 13 billion rupees, creating a substantial deficit. As a result, the government has been unable to reimburse hospitals since June, affecting 484 hospitals currently participating in the program. Hospitals are facing operational difficulties and struggling to provide services to patients.
1.5 वर्षसम्म पैसा सरकारले नदिएपछि के हुने भयो? अस्पतालले औषधि नपाउने भयो। औषधि अस्पतालले नपाइसकेपछि के हुने भयो? जनताले औषधि नपाउने भयो। हैन? समस्या यहाँनेरि आयो के? यो त औषधिको पार्ट भयो। अनि अस्पतालमा कर्मचारी हुन्छ हुँदैन? अनि बिमा चलाइसकेपछि कर्मचारीले तलब नखाइकन तपाईको काम गर्छै गर्दैन। बिना तलब कर्मचारीले काम गर्छ? गर्दैन। अनि अस्पतालहरूले बैंकबाट लोन लिएका हुन्छन् हुँदैन? अनि हरेक 3 महिनामा राज्यको पैसा अस्पतालहरूले राज्यको पैसा बुझाउनु पर्छ पर्दैन के रे बैंकको पैसा सामरा ब्याज त बुझाउनु पर्यो भनेपछि त अस्पतालहरू त बैंकरप्टको स्थितिमा जाने भयो।
In response to these systemic problems, the government formed a task force led by Dr. Shambhu Acharya to recommend reforms. The task force concluded that the current system is unsustainable and called for a complete restructuring of the health insurance program. Recommendations include integrating health treatment support programs under the Health Insurance Board, expanding insurance coverage to 5 lakh rupees, implementing the program at all 3 levels of government, and prioritizing enrollment for elected officials, government employees, and those in organized sectors. However, the timeline for the implementation of these recommendations remains unclear. Citizens are facing a double bind. They enroll in insurance but struggle to access necessary medicines and healthcare facilities. Laws designed to increase enrollment and funding remain unenforced, and efforts to improve the system are hampered by a lack of coordination between different levels of government.
उच्च स्तरीय समितिले दिएको बीमाको प्रतिवेदन कार्यान्वयनको चरणमा गइसकेको छ। अब जुन तत्कालै गर्न सकिने थियो त्यो तत्कालै चाहिँ केही 1-2टा काम चाहिँ भइसकेका पनि छन्। केही 6 महिनामा, केही 1 वर्षमा र केही 5 वर्षसम्ममा गर्ने गरी चाहिँ त्यसलाई विभाजन गरिएको छ। त्यही अनुसार चाहिँ सम्माननीय ज्यूसँग, नेपाल सरकारसँग, क्याबिनेटसँग, विपद प्राधिकरणसँग सबैसँग चाहिँ अहिले समन्वय र सहकार्यको चाहिँ काम चाहिँ भइरहेको छ।
It is crucial to remember that health services are a fundamental right of every citizen. Basic health care should be provided free of charge. Yet, even with insurance, access to essential services remains a challenge. The fact that only 20% of citizens have enrolled in health insurance after 9 years, and that even they face difficulties in accessing care, is a matter of serious concern for the government.
It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, why has the health insurance program, which was touted as effective for healthcare treatment, stranded? Your options are A, poor management, B, government's failure to clear payments, and C, lack of public awareness. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Welcome back. The government is accelerating its preparations for the upcoming fiscal year's budget. The Ministry of Finance and the National Planning Commission are actively engaged in requesting new programs from various subject matter ministries and gathering suggestions from the provinces as well. Under pressure to secure funding, the government, through the new budget, has sought strategies from the ministries regarding implementation of the 16th plan, the strategies needed for the transition from least developed country to developing nation status, and the achievement of sustainable development goals.
The Resource Estimation Committee under the National Planning Commission has projected that it will be able to gather approximately 1.9 trillion and 15 billion rupees for the upcoming fiscal year. However, current needs are estimated to require more than 2.2 trillion rupees. Due to limited resources, it is difficult for the coalition government formed by the two major parties to meet all the needs through the budget. Despite the situation, there is pressure to revitalize the sluggish economy and boost declining industrial production. The Planning Commission is discussing with various ministries plans to address critical issues such as creating employment opportunities and completing unfinished projects.
जेन्युन खालको उद्यम व्यवसायहरू कसरी प्रवर्धन गर्छौं भने जस्तै उत्पादनमा आधारित उद्यम व्यवसाय कसरी प्रवर्धन गर्न सक्छौँ त्यसमा एक किसिमको छलफल बहस पनि हुनुपर्छ किनभने त्यति सजिलो छैन सँगसँगै हामीले निर्यातका उपायहरू निर्यात बढाउने उपाय खोज्यौँ भने पनि त्यसले पनि हाम्रो आन्तरिक उत्पादनको माग सिर्जना गर्छ यसरी निर्यात प्रवर्धन र आयात प्रतिस्थापनको रणनीतिक ढङ्गले हामी गयौँ भने हाम्रो आन्तरिक उत्पादनको माग पनि सिर्जना हुन्छ र आन्तरिक उत्पादन भएपछि रोजगारी सिर्जना हुने अवस्था पनि आउँछ
Regular programs at the federal, provincial, and local levels are ongoing. This year, there is a need to facilitate entrepreneurship and the expansion of small and medium-sized industries in order to make internal employment decade a success. Ministries have also been asked to develop plans to implement the 16th five-year plan's goal of achieving 10.5% economic growth to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals and to execute strategies for upgrading the country from a least developed country to a developing nation within the year. Additionally, the government is responsible for reducing the growing trade deficit and to increase investment in the agricultural sector.
मध्य पहाडी लोकमार्ग छ त्यसको वरिपरि थुप्रै बाँझो जग्गाहरू छ तर पोटेन्शियल जग्गाहरू पनि छन् मानिसहरू त्यहाँ चाहिँ केही कृषि कर्महरू किसानहरू र सबै पोलिटिकल पार्टीबाट पनि कमिटमेन्ट आएको विषय छ त्यसको आसपासलाई ग्रीन बेल्ट मानेर ग्रीन इकोनोमिक जोनको कन्सेप्टले हामीले त्यसलाई अगाडि बढाउने हिसाबमा काम गरिरहेका छौँ त्यो साना साना पकेट र जोनहरूलाई चाहिँ बेल्टहरू इकोनोमिक यो एग्रिकल्चर प्रोडक्सन बेल्टहरूलाई इन्टिग्रेट गर्दै कृषिको कार्यक्रमहरू सञ्चालन गर्ने प्रायोरिटी पनि छ
The federal government has already decided not to include programs with a cost of less than 30 million rupees in the budget. Experts have also suggested that the government should introduce a progressive budget rather than a traditional one.
हामीले सधैँ के भन्छौँ भने फिस्कल पोलिसीले नै सरकारको अर्थतन्त्रको चाहिँ दिशानिर्देशन गर्ने हो हैन भनेर भन्छौँ तर केही समयदेखि तपाईले नोट गर्नु होला भने फिस्कल पोलिसी चाहिँ त्यति प्रोएक्टिभ भएर आइरहेको छैन तर मोनेटरी पोलिसीमा मान्छेहरुको चाहिँ बढी ध्यान गइरहेको छ तर अर्थ मन्त्रालयले मेरो आफ्नो विचारमा चाहिँ अब लिडरशिप लिने बेला चाहिँ यही हो कुन ठाउँमा लगानी गर्ने भन्ने प्रायोरिटी क्लियर भएको छैन त्यसले गर्दाखेरि मार्केट जोडिया छैन मान्छेहरुलाई जब क्रिएट भएको छैन अनि मान्छेहरुको ग्रोथ हुन्छ नि तपाईले लगानी गरिसकेपछि यति ग्रो हुन्छ भनेर जोश जुन आउँछ त्यो छैन हैन यी कुराहरुलाई सम्बोधन गर्नुपर्ने छ अहिले
Currently, the government's expenditure is higher than its income. Approximately 14% of the budget is spent on distributing 80 different types of allowances. Furthermore, reducing the increasing trade deficit, alleviating the existing economic stagnation, and gaining public trust have become challenges for the government.
US President Donald Trump's administration has said it will revoke the temporary legal status of more than 500,000 migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua and Venezuela. Those migrants have been warned to leave the country before their permits and deportation shield are cancelled on 24th of April. The 530,000 migrants were brought into the US under Biden-era sponsorship process known as CHNV that was designed to open legal migration pathways. Trump suspended the program once he took office. It is unclear how many of these migrants have been able to secure another status in the interim that would allow them to stay in the U.S. legally. The program was launched under Democratic President Joe Biden in 2022, first covering Venezuelans before it was expanded to other countries. It allowed the migrants and their immediate family members to fly into the U.S. if they had American sponsors and remain for 2 years under a temporary immigration status known as parole. The Biden administration has argued that CHNV would help curb illegal border crossings at the southern U.S. border and allow for better vetting of those entering the country. The Department of Homeland Security yesterday rebuked the prior administration and said the program had failed in its goals. Trump is also considering whether to cancel the temporary legal status of some 240,000 Ukrainians who fled to the U.S. during the conflict with Russia. Close to 600 Palestinians have been killed so far following Israel's breaking of the Gaza ceasefire on Tuesday. This includes at least 200 children and more than 110 women. The deceased in Israel's latest bombings in Gaza also includes a 1-year-old. Gaza's health ministry has said at least 49,617 Palestinians have been confirmed dead and 112,950 wounded in Israel's war in Gaza. Gaza's government media office, meanwhile, updated its death toll to more than 61,700, saying thousands of Palestinians missing under the rubble are presumed dead. Meanwhile, the governments of Germany, France and Britain have called for an immediate return to a ceasefire in Gaza in a joint statement that also called on Israel to restore humanitarian access. In the statement, they called on Israel to restore access, including for water and electricity, and ensure access to medical care and temporary medical evacuations in accordance with international humanitarian law. They said the conflict between Israel and Palestinians could not be resolved through military means and that a long-lasting ceasefire was the only credible pathway to peace. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.